Morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are getting ready to do, and we will get this show underway as soon as possible. If you're just tuning in and you can hear me, please let me know. I have a couple of shares. The time is 7:24. I'm going to try to officially be started here in about 3 minutes or so, but we definitely have to share this. We want to get as many eyes as possible on the product. President of Worldwide Wrestling, Drew Gessner's checking in. Glad to have you here. All right, and now let's get this shared to a couple of the groups. Again, if you guys are just tuning in, let me know that you can hear me well. And make sure we don't have All right, Lewis C is in the building. Looks like Chris Connolly also. All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you could for me, and I'm only doing this because I want to go ahead and get this show started as soon as possible, please go ahead and share this show for me, guys. I promise you, with the activity that you guys have been putting in, the amount of work that you guys have been putting in, we want to have as many eyes on what you guys are doing here. Drew Gessner, Worldwide Wrestling President, if possible, could you please go ahead and share this to the, actually, I guess I can do that here. Let's get this show started, guys. We're going to take a look at some of the action we have in store for you guys tonight. Justin Matthews versus Sadistic Joker. Two of the most athletic individuals on the roster, and their talent will be on full display here tonight. Also, we have Joe Rivers and Lewis C. When you talk about bad blood, these two guys epitomize that phrase. And we haven't been able to quite get down to the bottom of the issues that these two guys have, but it is clear that they just do not like each other. But tonight, we're going to get down to the bottom of these issues as these men go one-on-one. We're going to have a clear winner here tonight, guys. Fatal four-way match was advertised. Lenora Lynn, Cruella, Athena, and Jocelyn Havoc. We were looking to crown a #1 contender tonight, but it appears that the flight was delayed and neither of these women have showed up to the arena tonight. But don't you worry, because we have scheduled a replacement match, and that match features none other than these two young ladies coming up here, and that is Diana Grace versus the undisputed women's champion, Nightshade. Well, it appears that Athena is backstage. Perhaps she'll show her face here tonight. We know that she has that briefcase and is looking for any opportunity that she can to use it. But also on the card tonight, ladies and gentlemen, Showtime Quinn returns to action as he faces Sam Hain. These two gentlemen are two of the most bruising individuals on the roster. And I, for one, cannot wait to see the brutality that these two bring to the ring tonight. Also, Logan Black versus Devil Dog. A lot of history between these two, and issues started between myself and Devil Dog, if you want to be honest, but I don't want to open that wound. But Sergio Romero has made a match between my son, the one he calls himself the Chosen One, and Devil Dog. We look forward to seeing a match between these two. It has the potential to steal the show, if I say so myself. Also, television championship is on the line in a rematch. Mad Dog X looks to win back his television championship from Jaden Walker. Jaden Walker has chosen the stipulation of a submission match. This one is going to be nothing short of amazing. That much I'm pretty sure of, guys. And in the main event, a forced, I guess you can say double forced tag team. Josh Armstrong, the Hybrid Impact Champion, the Hybrid National Champion, Icon King, have been jawing back and forth. And tonight they'll be facing in the main event Chris Connolly and Matt H-Star, the World Heavyweight Champion, who have also been jawing back and forth. And this match is also filled with animosity and bad blood. But ladies and gentlemen, it is showtime. It is my honor to welcome you all to Wednesday Night Blaze. Ladies and gentlemen, we are live from Las Vegas, Nevada. This is Wednesday Night Blaze, and up first, Justin Matthews. Athena has made it to the building as she escorts Justin Matthews to the ring tonight. And wait a minute, not only has Justin Matthews made it to the ring, but ladies and gentlemen, the voice of Wednesday Night Blaze, SBJ, has made his way to the announce table here on the stage. SBJ, welcome back.
Mr. Black, it is great to be back here on HWA Blaze. I'm hoping that everyone can hear me, so do a quick thumbs up there in the chat. Make sure that everyone can hear me loud and clear. Comment on it if you would, please. And James, I'm not following along on my device. I must have forgot it on my nightstand, so make sure you take a peek and let me know if they can hear me. I don't want to get into full SBJ mode if they can't hear me talking, so please, if you would, those that are following along, let us know that you can hear me loud and clear.
You know, I believe it is clear that they can hear you very well, because I'm getting some chatter here in the chat, and it seems as if not only myself, and I know the fans in attendance here also, but it seems that the viewers that are watching via YouTube are excited to see you here tonight.
Well, it is great to be back, that's for sure. I've missed doing this, missed all the fans, missed the superstars in the background, dealing with some health issues. We'll just leave it at that for now. Kind of personal. I don't want to get into it too much just yet, folks, but not stealing any spotlight as we got Sadistic Joker in the ring right now. This man making his presence felt in a quick way here in HWA. When he first started, the first time you saw him on camera here in Hybrid was him tossing Devil Dog off a balcony in the parking garage area. Do you remember that, James?
I remember that vividly, and I got to tell you, Devil Dog has been on the receiving end. Man, let's focus on the match here for a second. But I don't know if you saw those explosive clotheslines right out of the gate from Justin Matthews, who represents the gold standard, being Matt H-Star, the World Heavyweight Champion, Athena, the guaranteed money briefcase holder that you can see standing at ringside, and also Logan Black. But yes, I remember that moment vividly, Devil Dog being tossed from that balcony by Sadistic Joker. But as I was saying, Devil Dog has been on the receiving end of a lot. But this guy seems to always, and I mean always, come back better than ever.
We talk about comebacks. Justin Matthews, we thought his career was over about 2 years ago. He went kind of only been making his presence felt here. And he's got to be doing something right if he's got someone like Athena in his corner. And here's a pin, a quick 1 count here. Absolutely. Matthews kicking out, Sadistic Joker right back on the attack. Very smart, great in-ring awareness, the Sadistic Joker. Say what you want about him. This guy is brutal, but he is also very smart and technical in the ring, folks.
Brutal, smart, technical, but one thing I like about Sadistic Joker, he is a master manipulator. This guy is a master of mind games. But I'm going to tell you, it looks tonight as if Justin Matthews, speaking of mind games, keep your eyes on Athena outside of the ring here as she tosses that chair inside the ring.
Absolutely. See if the referee notices it, throws him down. Oh, there he goes. Referee is getting it out of there. And, oh, a pin! The chair acting as a distraction. I don't know if Athena meant to do that or not, but there could have been a potential victory right there.
Absolutely.
If that chair hadn't distracted the referee.
That one looks like it's going to come back to hunt them. That very well could have been a 3 count right there. But speaking of 3 counts, look at the stupid athleticism from Justin Matthews as he lands that springboard leg drop on Sadistic Joker. And it looks like Sadistic Joker, well, I was going to say he's out cold, but he's beginning to stir there and making it back to his feet. But the athleticism of
from
Justin
the middle,
Matthews,
Joker catches him. Did you see that, James?
The athleticism,
the strength.
Absolutely. The athleticism of Justin Matthews on full display, and also the strength from Sadistic Joker on full display there.
Athena giving Matthews time to get back in the ring. Kind of got his wherewithal, shaking those cobwebs out from taking a shot from Joker. Now he's right back on the attack. I don't know if it was he had to sort of shake the cobwebs out or if he was just suckering Joker in, playing some mind games of his own. But here he's off the top. Sadistic Joker caught him in midair, delivering a power bomb using Matthews' own momentum. What's he got to do now? He's set up for something.
A rolling unprettier. Oh my God! And you can look at Athena's face and tell that Justin Matthews is in trouble. That's the 2 count. Justin Matthews just barely kicked out at the count of 2. My God.
Joker thought he had that one right there. I think everyone in the stands thought Joker had that win right there. And now Matthews setting him up. Tie him up in the ropes. Smart right here by Matthews, trying to take the vertical base off the bigger athlete here. Slow him down a little bit. Take that power away. Drop kick right in the chops.
It's a picture-perfect drop kick coming from Justin Matthews. And again, I speak of his athleticism quite a bit. But as you can see, the back of his shorts read plain and clear, secret no more. He's known as being Australia's best-kept secret. But here in HWA, here on Wednesday Night Blaze, the entire world right now is watching Justin Matthews.
Another Aussie, huh? I wonder if he's got any connections to Cold Shields. Cold Shields now signed a full-time contract, I'm hearing, back with 3-Dub. Well, there's 1, there's 2, and oh, another kick out by Joker.
It's Sadistic Joker landing that sadistic driver. And I tell you what, Justin Matthews looks a little bit worse for wear there, but lands another drop kick, a leg drop from the top rope. Referee position. That's 1. That's 2. And that is 3. Justin Matthews gets the win here tonight.
Looked like a flying Faymaster from the top ropes right there. Hopefully we get a replay of that. Maybe a different angle, perhaps.
Incredible stuff here tonight.
Athleticism on display. Look at that. There it is right there. That's what I wanted to see. Looked like it was a flying leg drop of some sort, driving the skull of Joker square off this Blaze Arena mat right here.
The infamous
little
Chris
bit
Harris.
of rusty on the mic, ladies and gentlemen. It's been quite a while, so I'm expecting to trip over my tongue a little bit for sure. Joker is down. The referee checking on him. But if you saw outside the screen to the left, Joker was still down after that one. That final move, could have caused some concussion in sadistic Joker. So keep an eye on that one. See, if he's hurt or if he's going to continue on next episode.
Most definitely. The infamous Chris Harris calling that a diving famouser. I don't know what Justin Matthews calls it, but we'll have to get the name for that one. But nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen, headed to the ring at this very moment is a man nothing short of a brute force. This is Showtime Vernon Quinn.
Showtime Quinn sporting that neck beard as always. Interesting choice of facial expression right there by Quinn. I guess if a guy's willing to walk around with a beard like that, what is he not willing to do?
I gotta tell you what, one thing that I love about Vernon Quinn, this guy doesn't give a damn who his opponent is. He doesn't give a damn what kind of match it is. This guy just likes to fight.
Well, we have a little bit of a pause here in the action during the entrances. Did you get a chance to make sure that everyone can hear me loud and clear? Did you confirm that?
Yeah, absolutely. They're not just liking it, but in fact, they're loving it, having SDJ back on commentary. And I got to tell you, I'm riding there with him. It is a pleasure to have you back with us tonight here on Blaze.
And it is great, folks. It feels good. I was set up to make somewhat of a return not long ago, and this man, Sam Hain, one of the... I was not looking forward to being in the arena around this man ever again. This man gives me the creeps for sure. Hopefully he goes to the other side of the ring and doesn't walk over this way.
I kid you not, I actually have goosebumps right now, because one thing that I know and I've come to learn firsthand, Sam Hain is about as dangerous as they come. On the very first episode of Blaze, this man dropped Zoolite on his head, and his head just happened to be landing on the end of a sledgehammer. I've never seen anything more devastating in my life. And Sam Hain looks to open up a can of whoop ass, for lack of better words, right here tonight on Vernon Quinn.
If a man can beat Zoolite one-on-one in an Extreme Rules match, a match type that basically was pioneered by guys like Zoolite, you know you're the real deal. And definitely Sam Hain has proved that. And Sam Hain looks a little different. What's changed his hairstyle? Like at one point, didn't he have like a white streak or something like that in his hair?
He did, and I could be wrong, but I think there were so many comparisons to Manny Diaz, former King of the Ring, and so many comparisons to Michael Blaze that he decided to go for another look. I could be completely wrong, but I think that's what the issue was there.
I know we were talking about a hair-for-hair match or something like that at one point a few months ago. Snap suplex by Vernon Quinn. So, folks, it's kind of apparent that Vernon Quinn has been working on his game. Usually you see nothing but strikes and just pure bruiser-style fighting from Showtime Quinn, but seems like he's been working on his technical game here, right back to what he knows. Those entrance
here comes, watch
steps
out.
Here. Oh, Sam Hain walks right into that one, and he is opened up already, folks.
Man,
Sam Hain is bleeding, courtesy of Showtime Quinn with the assist. These steel steps here, folks.
I'm not sure if the ring announcer actually announced it or not, ladies and gentlemen, but this is a tables match. Therefore, those stairs are in fact legal. But I got to tell you something. Sam Hain currently has blood dripping down his forehead, and Sam Hain is in trouble early on here, because one thing that I know about Vernon Quinn, he is not going to let up.
I don't think Sam Hain is fazed at all by the blood. Actually, you see that big gash on his face, and he's got a huge smile. What a sadistic, sick human being this Sam Hain is smiling now that he has the blood on his face.
Yeah, I tell you what, there's a couple of guys on the roster that it seems as if when they taste their own blood, it kicks them in another gear, and Sam Hain just happens to be one of those guys. But I'm going to tell you something else, too. I'm actually surprised he got out of that rear naked choke there that was applied by Vernon Quinn, because he had that thing locked in tight. But somehow, Sam Hain was able to break free there. Nose might be broken.
It goes to the skill of Sam Hain, and I think where Vernon Quinn has been really just working on his technical side of things. Maybe he just hasn't mastered holds yet, such as that. So we look forward to the future of seeing, you know, other superstars not being able to kick out of the submission matches here, or submission moves of Quinn. And look at that!
Beautiful maneuver.
Floating over, a float over DDT of some sorts right there by Vernon Quinn, folks.
If Sam Hain's nose wasn't broken before, it probably is now, because you're not going to kick out of very many moves like that. Although this match, you cannot win by pinfall. You have to put your opponent through a table. But being on the receiving end of maneuvers like that is just another way to Oh my God, I thought Sam Hain was going to lay Vernon Quinn out with those things.
I turned my head away for a second right there, thinking the same thing. I could hardly watch what he was going to do with those steel steps. Table is in there, all set up, but they seem to be staying away from it. I think they just want to hurt each other. Here he goes, he's got him up, and what a kick to the back of the head. That would have got him kicked out of boxing matches. Just clean kick to the back of the head, the base of the neck area. That could break a man's neck.
Sam Hain,
a normal man,
rear naked choke locked in there, and Vernon Quinn able to again break free of that submission maneuver. These two guys, as I said during the entrances, are nothing more than absolute brutes. And these two, they don't want to pin each other. They want to hurt each other. And you can look at the fans standing and cheering and know that they are absolutely loving it here tonight.
Here we go. James Table could come into play. Looks like both men taking turns, planning on throwing the other through. Look at the shoes on Showtime Quinn. He's got, what are those, Jordan 1s or something on there? What's he wearing?
They might be Jordans. Personally, I'm not a Jordan fan of the athlete or the merchandise, but, you know, to each its own. But I would imagine if you're wearing Jordans,
here he goes. He's got Quinn up, slamming Showtime Quinn through that table. And winning here, Sam Hain in this table match.
And that's what happens when you wear Jordans, ladies and gentlemen. But I tell
look
you
at
what,
how high he flew because of those Jordans. If he had LeBrons on, I don't think he would have gotten that much lift.
I tell you what, this match here, guys, the fans are absolutely. I don't know if you could hear them chanting, "We want tables," but Sam Hain delivers here tonight in Las Vegas as he wins this matchup in convincing fashion. But up next, Diana Grace versus the undisputed women's champion, Nightshade.
What's the history? I've been away for a little while. Why are these two fighting each other here, James? Is there a story behind this, or this something about needing a replacement match for one that got postponed or something like that?
This is basically a replacement match because the women's didn't show up to the arena tonight via transportation issues. But at the same time, this young lady right here has been waiting, chomping at the bits like a lion in a cage, looking for some action tonight. And I don't see any reason to hold her back any longer. She's hungry, she's determined, and she wants to compete. This is the opportunity that she's been waiting for. But I got to tell you what, she has her hands full because Nightshade has been on an absolute roar, and I don't think she's going to slow down here tonight.
Nightshade has been on a roar, as you put it, since day one. She broke into this business and hasn't slowed down one bit since, fighting men, women, children, puppies, kittens, whatever is thrown at her. She throws down with them with reckless abandon, and I don't see that changing anytime soon. I don't know if Diana Grace quite understands what she's in for here tonight.
I tell you what, one of the things that I love about Nightshade, this lady here is the epitome of no nonsense. She doesn't need fireworks. She doesn't need pyro. She just, again, she's one of those competitors that just wants to fight. And right now, when it comes down to the women's division, Nightshade is clearly standing head and shoulders at the top of the food chain.
Looks like she's got a new title there in her hand. Look at Nightshade sprinting across the ring from go. It's like that bell sounding a race as she just took off like a firework going after Diana Grace. Looks like she wants to put this one away quickly.
Absolutely, and I can't help but wonder, you know, repeating what you said earlier. Look at this! Oh, look at the drop kick. I can't help but wonder if Diana Grace knows what she's in store for. Day one, but I've never seen Nightshade as dialed in and as focused as she is right now. But here's Diana Grace landing massive blows to Nightshade.
That's gorilla or monkey fisting right there, slamming double fists into the chest and midsection as if Diana Grace was some kind of little gorilla.
I think that may have caught Nightshade off guard momentarily there. Nightshade going for a cover and not Cruella. I don't know why Cruella's on my mind, but Diana Grace kicking out at the count of one.
Wait, and yes, Cruella's back?
Yes, she did say monkey fisting. You gotta be careful. You know, Nightbot is careful of those comments, so you guys be careful about monkey fisting now. But nonetheless,
hopefully I didn't inadvertently start a trend with that new term here. Again, like I said, I've been out of the game for a little while now, so I apologize if I have a few slip-ups here and there. And Diana Grace on the outside.
Look at Diana
putting
Grace.
In what is she
standing on the hair of here? Nightshade and pulling. Oh my God! What a dangerous and just a rough maneuver from Diana Grace. Perhaps it's
from
Diana
this
Grace.
angle, I couldn't tell what she was doing. Looked like to me she was holding her hands and just leaning back. I couldn't tell where the pain on Nightshade's face was coming from. Apparently had her hair under Grace's feet.
Yes, absolutely. And I was wondering, we talk about Nightshade being on a roar, Nightshade being on a tear, but perhaps it's Diana Grace that's turning on a new leaf with maneuvers just like that. With the aggressiveness, Diana Grace might be turning it up a notch here.
I've got my notepad in front of me, and there's a little note that says that potentially Nightbot could be related to Nightshade somehow. Like a distant cousin or something, it says.
That would be.
Can anyone in the chat confirm that?
That would be interesting to say the least. Look at this. Oh, I thought we were going to see a neck breaker, but again,
forearm to the back of the neck.
Devastating offense right there. Completely taking Nightshade off of her feet, but Nightshade recovers. Man. Nightshade with a kick to the midsection. Right hands, followed by more kicks to the midsection. And look at this Falcon arrow coming from Nightshade. Got a cover here. That's one. That's two. And Diana Grace kicks out at the count of two. And I'm going to tell you something else, SBJ. In a match like this, with Cruella seemingly taking Nightshade to her limit, Nightshade has to be careful because you got to know that Athena is... Oh my God!
What a vicious stomp from Nightshade. That's got to be it. There's two.
Whoa!
Just a 2 count.
Whoa! I did not
stomping the can I say crapping it? Yeah, just stomping Diana Grace through the mat here.
I did not think Diana Grace was going to kick out of that one. Man, what a maneuver.
I don't know how she kicked out of that one.
Man. And that goes to the aggressive nature, as I was saying early on. Look at that clothesline. Look, just look at Diana Grace. I don't think I've ever seen Diana Grace this aggressive.
I know why you keep saying Cruella, because it looks like Grace has picked up probably 15 pounds of muscle since last time I've seen her. She's gotten swole here, James. Look at her.
It looks pretty damn good to me from where I'm sitting, if I say so myself. But back to the action in the ring here. Diana Grace is in firm control of this. Wait a minute. Nightshade
Oh,
going
a
down
shot
low.
to the girl pills here. Breaking out of that one.
The girl pills. Rusty is I don't think it's Rusty that you are on the mic here. Look at this, look at this. Oh, drop kick to the face. As I was saying earlier, Nightshade has to be careful here because Athena is backstage with that briefcase waiting and watching. I guarantee that.
What
but
the?
No.
What? She's tapping.
Nightshade.
She just tapped out. Nightshade picking up the win.
Man,
What
I didn't see that one coming.
move was that? I didn't know what she was doing.
Out of nowhere, looked like a modified armbar of sorts. But nonetheless, Nightshade gets the win. Would have been a great opportunity for Diana Grace to gain some traction. But as I said before, Nightshade is showing no signs of slowing down as she's standing head and shoulders on top of the... Wait a minute. This is the newest signee to Blaze. This is Sherry Kay standing toe-to-toe with Nightshade. What's happening here?
Wait, Sherry Kay has signed to HWA?
Oh, man.
When did that happen?
That actually happened today, and she's here at the arena. Business has just picked up in the women's division.
How is it that we got Sherry and 3Dub didn't?
I don't give a damn. I'm glad to have her here. Sergio Romero is the man. When I tell you, when he's finding talent like Sherry Kay, you can't help but applaud Sergio Romero.
Lewis C making his way down here. You talk about experienced veterans. Lewis C has done just about anything you can think of in this sport, in this lifestyle that we live in.
Lewis C very experienced, but I'll tell you one thing that he hasn't been able to do, and that is to get rid of, you know the guy. You know the guy.
I know the guy. Joseph Rivers, who we'll see here momentarily. These two have been fighting against each other or side by side with each other since the dawn of time. I don't know that there's ever be an ending to the story between Lewis C and Joe Rivers.
You talk about two guys that have done it all in the eFed world. Ladies and gentlemen, that is Lewis C. That is Joe Rivers. But from the beginning to the end, these two have despised each other. I don't understand it. But I tell you what, it always makes for good television. It always makes for good ratings. And here they are again tonight in Las Vegas, Nevada, Wednesday Night Blaze, getting ready to take it up a notch.
There were rumors years ago that Lewis C's brother, Patrick C, actually had...
Look at this! Look at
Joe
this!
Rivers coming in from the crowd! Rivers attacking from behind!
Are you kidding me? What a disgusting maneuver coming from... I know that's hard for me to say, but god damn it, what a disgusting maneuver from Joe Rivers coming from the crowd and attacking Lewis C from behind.
I can't even remember what my thought was there before the Rivers came out of the crowd and started this one a bit prematurely. And what the heck was that from Lewis C? Making up moves as he goes.
Joe Rivers, one of the dirtiest guys in the eFed world, and I don't think he has an issue with being referred to that way, because Joe Rivers has the mentality by any means necessary, and from a personal standpoint, I love it. But I guess that's one. Okay, kicking out at the count of one. I guess I just wasn't expecting to see him coming in from the audience there, but Joe Rivers again, by any means necessary, and I like it.
One of the dirtiest guys in the game here, Joe Rivers, and folks, we don't mean due to the fact that you never see him in the shower or locker room area. We just mean that he doesn't play by the rules.
You got to be careful.
I'm not hinting at any of Joe Rivers' hygiene habits or anything like that. It just means his prowess at being heelish, if you will.
And it appears, and you've started another trend here. Earlier in the show, monkey fisting was trending, and now you got Dirty Joe trending, or Joe Dirt. I don't know which one they're going by, but you're on a roll here tonight.
Well, Joe Rivers, he's a fancy guy, so if you're going to call him Joe Dirt, it's Joe Dirte. And you've got to say it, folks, with your pinky up. Joe Dirte, ladies and gentlemen. Oh. And whoa! A Samoan drop. He just threw Joe Dirte probably 3 feet in the air, catching him, and then delivering a Samoan drop here. Looks like everyone's getting just yoked here. Do you have all your guys on some sort of new weightlifting plan or something? Look how big Lewis C is.
And you know what? I'm going to tell you something. I've been on these guys about training. Sergio Romero has been on these guys about their training regimens and their diet. I believe that these guys that we're featuring here tonight on Blaze are at the absolute, each and every one of them are at the absolute top of their game. We got a pinfall here. That's 1. That's 2. Oh, I thought we were going to get a 3 count there.
If it wasn't for the tattoos on Lewis C, I would have thought that Joe Rivers was fighting the Iron Bison right here.
I don't know much about
Lewis
Iron Bison
just
myself.
Swollen.
And oh my God! Are you kidding me?
The curb stomp Messiah just got reversed in a big way right there, folks.
Wow, I'm speechless right now.
Now flying through the air to the outside, crashing down on Joe Dirte is Lewis C.
I tell you what, I can guarantee you a maneuver like that is going to end up in the highlight reel. No doubt about it. The size, as you were speaking on, the size of Lewis C, it is incredible to see him performing maneuvers with that level of athleticism involved. But Joe Rivers busted open now, and again showing no signs of letting up. Looks like he was a little bit disoriented there, but again showing no signs of letting up. It's Joe Rivers as he lands that kick to the back and is in full control of this match.
No matter what anyone does to Joe Rivers, he usually finds a way to come back and put up a win, similar to Devil Dog, which I've seen Joe Rivers in matches get hit with everything, including the kitchen sink, ladies and gentlemen, and then out of the blue he hits either that curb stomp or that spinning heel kick, one or the other, and just like that, Rivers can win a match. So don't ever put this man down and out.
Absolutely. But one thing you got to know about it, these two, look at this chokehold. I don't know what the referee is looking at. The inches that Joe Rivers' feet is off the ground, I don't know. But, man,
you seem to be down there talking to something on the ground. Is there like a mic'd up situation?
Not that I'm aware of, but Joe Rivers raking the eyes of Lewis C to get out of that chokehold there. These two know each other so well. Look, there's the curb stomp. These two know each other so well. That's why Lewis C was able to reverse the other. Well, that's 1. That's 2. And Lewis C kicks out at the count of 2. Incredible match by these two here tonight, guys.
Oh, I just got word came down that the referee was actually trying to pick up Nightshade's girl pills here. They were still laying on the mat, and he didn't want anyone to slip on him. Joe Rivers up top. Lewis C getting to his feet, staggering. Ooh. Rivers flying through the air. A drop kick from the top rope all the way to the outside. And these fans right here in the front row are loving it. Look at the little 7-year-old child just loving this brutality. Ladies and gentlemen, HWA fans are just built differently. We got these little tiny kids in the front row just covered in Lewis C's blood, and they're just loving every minute of it.
Yeah, I got to tell you, the fans here in Las Vegas are definitely a different breed, as they were able to witness up close and personal that picture-perfect drop kick from Joe Rivers coming from the top rope. But Lewis C is on the prowl here tonight, and he has Joe Rivers locked in his sights as he's climbing to the top rope. What are we going to see here? Look at this. Oh, my God. A devastating elbow to the back, and Joe Rivers is in trouble here, guys.
You talk about main event, ladies and gentlemen. This one right here could main event just about any pay-per-view from any other show that's out there. And the referee is...
This has to be illegal. This has to be.
What's he doing? Is he trying to hold the feet of Joe Rivers up so it's not as much of a choke? Is that what the referee is doing? Trying to...
I think he may have been waiting to see if Joe Rivers' feet stop moving. Wait, I got a pinfall here. That's 2. He may have been waiting to see if Joe Rivers' feet were no longer moving, which would signify that he had passed out. Look at this. Up high. And down hard. Man.
Huge power.
Referee out of position, but that's 1. That's 2. And Joe Rivers kicks out at the count of 2. Man, what a match. Oh, my God.
Rivers couldn't pick up the pin there with that modified hump hold. What's he going to do now? Oh, Rivers kicks out of it. A huge clothesline.
And here comes
Joe Rivers setting him up.
Here we go.
We all know what's coming here, James. A kick to the gut. Oh, no, we don't know what's coming here. What is this? I've never seen Joe Rivers do that move.
That's 2. Oh, Louis C. kicks out.
Was that a 3 count? Oh, he kicked out. I thought that was a pin right there.
Joe Rivers has definitely been in the gym also. Look at this. Oh, referee almost got clobbered there. Just barely getting out of the way. But here we are again. Louis C. has Joe Rivers up high and down hard. Got another cover here. I know there's a rope break. Referee in perfect position for that.
Referee trying to get out of the way. There you go. He almost got battering rammed earlier.
Absolutely. I don't think very many people
ropes
realize.
Is Louis C. and Joe Rivers with a huge power slam. Rivers turning it on. As we said earlier on, you can't keep Rivers down just when you think he's out.
Ooh.
He's making a huge comeback right here. Fired up is Joe Rivers.
And now going to the top rope, ladies and gentlemen. The fans are loving it here in Las Vegas. And I know you are too, as Joe Rivers lands that big splash from the top rope. And the fans are standing on their feet, showing their approval for Joe Rivers here tonight. Now raining down right hands. And now Louis C. has been busted open. Man, got to have the medics on standby. Sheila Powers, I'm sure, is right now in gorilla position, watching this match closely because these two look as if they're about to enter concussion protocol here.
I believe I did see Miss Powers over there in gorilla fist position, ready to go if anyone needs a good gorilla fisting. Louis C. now dropping the hammer on Joe Rivers, trying to turn things around. What's he setting him up for? Not on the outside. Not on the outside, Louis.
Rivers with
Joe
the
saw
reversal.
it coming.
Louis Rivers now. I mean, Joe Rivers is tearing it up, guys. I don't know. I'm impressed. I got to tell you, Joe Rivers looks to be in rare form here. But Louis C. is able, it seems every time Joe Rivers mounts some offense, Louis Rivers is right. Louis C. is right there. These two have been going at it for so long, they're starting to look alike.
This is one of those matches that you wonder when it's going to end, but you don't want it to end at the same time. Oh, talk about end. The front end of Louis C. just catches the top corner of those steps. He is down and out. Once you take a shot in the guy pills like that, ladies and gentlemen,
I tell you what,
probably don't have much left in you.
I think Joe Rivers could have won this match by a count out, but for some reason he broke the count and went back to the outside of the ring.
See, Louis can hardly walk. He just fell forward. The pain from the corner of that step, catching him in the midsection just too much, and the pain just searing,
just
causing Louis to topple.
Bouncing his head off of the barricade is Joe Rivers. Man, look at this. Oh, Louis C. returning the favor. Nightbot is asking
insurance. Hopefully you have insurance on this barrier here, James. It's going to get smashed down if we're not careful.
Referee's at the count of 8. I wonder if Louis C. will break the count, or that's 9. Come on, Joe. Come on, Joe. Come on, Joe.
He's back up to one knee.
Oh, come on.
There's a 10 count. Not like this.
Damn it. What a good match.
That match, it's ended in a count out.
Man, I hate to see it end that way, but what an incredible match. Joe Rivers just not quite able to make it back to his feet in time. But what an incredible match. You got to know that these two are not quite done.
After a match like that, James, ending in a countout, despite how entertaining that one was, just a huge feeling of disappointment. And I'm sure the fans, I can actually hear the fans booing that finish. And this one, we got to run this one back again. I'm sure we will at some point, but we need a clear victor after a match like that, folks.
Absolutely. And ladies and gentlemen, we're asking you to stand by here as we're going to switch gears. And we're moving to second part of our show here tonight.
So that wasn't the main event.
Absolutely not. The main event is a big one. Main event is a double force tag. But here we are, part 2 of our show, starting in Matt H-Star in a beautiful gold Rolls Royce pulling into the arena.
The gold champion. Standard of cars right here, that golden Rolls Royce.
Man, oh my God, that's beautiful. World champion, you know he's got those big butts. But here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Hour 2 of this show is officially kicking off. Again, if you are just tuning in, give us a like, give us a share, give us a subscribe. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Wednesday Night Blaze. Glad to have SBJ on the mic here.
Absolutely. It's a little past my bedtime now, James. I'm not used to calling matches, period, anymore. Never mind a 2-hour marathon we've got here, welcoming me back. Hopefully I've got enough energy in the reserves here to see this one through to the end.
Now the old SBJ had plenty of energy, plenty of reserve. You got to stop crunching up Doan's pills and putting them in your oatmeal. Wait a minute. We got a concert from Tony Mercer. Wow. Seems like he's having some audio. Can you hear that well?
I can barely hear. It sounds like he's playing the guitar way louder than he's singing here.
Well, I can barely hear him on my end, but that may be good for our ratings.
I don't think any of the fans or other competitors really want to hear him right now. A lot of them standing up and heading out to the concessions, it looks like. Hopefully they make it back in time for the action.
I'm hearing quite a few boos also.
Someone just held up a foam middle finger. It said, it said, "Give us mercy from Mercer."
Man.
Give us mercy from Mercer on that foam middle finger that was just held up.
I see a t-shirt out there that says, "Lord have Mercer." Tony Mercer with an impromptu concert here seems to be having some technical issues. I didn't know we were going to have this concert tonight. If I had, we would have promoted this a little bit better, but that's one of the things with the guys on this Blaze roster. They have the tendency to do what they want when they want. I don't know if you caught that part of the pay-per-view. Chris Connolly damn near held the entire Summer of Sin pay-per-view hostage. He entered the ring and said that he wouldn't leave until he had an opponent come down, and at that moment, we had a debuting Scott Adams make his way to the ring. But nonetheless, here we are with Tony Mercer. I can hear him saying that he's the best wrestler in the world. That's what I hear. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you heard that. He's the best wrestler in the world. That's what he was singing there. The fans don't seem to approve. I'll say that.
I did hear a little bit of that, but to be honest, when he was singing, I was checking my Facebook.
Nightmares exist outside of logic, and there's little fun to be had in explanations. They're antithetical to the poetry of fear. In a horror story, the victim keeps asking why, but there can be no explanation, and there shouldn't be one. The unanswered mystery is what stays with us the longest, and it's what we'll remember in the end. My name is Alan Wake. I'm a writer.
This fall, Corey Heck stars in Alan Wake.
I always had a vivid imagination, but this dream unsettled me. It was wild and dark and weird, even by my standards. So yes, it began with a dream. I was late, desperately trying to reach my destination, a lighthouse. For some urgent reason, I couldn't remember. I'd been driving too fast down a coastal road to get there. I'd seen the hitchhiker too late. He was dead. I was convinced they'd put me in jail and I would never see Alice again. Suddenly, his body was gone.
Man, big time blockbuster coming this fall from Corey Heck and the Megastars.
Corey Heck looked great right there, folks.
But up next, ladies and gentlemen, the chosen one. That's how he refers to himself, so I'm going to do the same. I'm not being biased, guys. The chosen one, Logan Black, is in action as he is accompanied to the ring by the guaranteed money briefcase holder, Athena. He is in action tonight against none other than the man whose back this company was built on, Devil Dog.
Logan Black giving himself a nickname, not earning a nickname, but giving himself a nickname, like the chosen one, doesn't really surprise anyone, I don't think. We were sort of thinking early on that Logan may pave his own path.
All right.
But
Use your words carefully, man.
I forgot I was on live there, boss. Again, a little bit rusty here. But nonetheless, the chosen one, Logan Black. Great young talent. That's for sure. Logan's what? Just turned 20 or something, like, right, James?
Absolutely.
Just turned 20 recently?
Absolutely. Just graduated college, film production, but has decided to take his talents to Las Vegas on Blaze. Incredible shape also.
He looks like he's bulked up as well.
He's got his work cut out for him tonight. Because this man right here, ladies and gentlemen, that is headed to the ring, I have battled this man, and he has taken me to the limits. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are just tuning in, give us a like, give us a share, subscribe, because this is Devil Dog.
Absolutely, holding up that towel. Never give up. That's one of Devil Dog's monikers here, and he definitely doesn't take. He's taken his share of bumps over the years, as you know. We won't go too much into it, but actually spending some time in a coma just to make a comeback and pick up a win over a superstar that has only had maybe a handful of losses in his career, but this man picked up a win over him after coming back from a coma and coming off a loss here recently, where we're gonna fast forward a little bit out of the past back to more recent history. Devil Dog coming off a big loss to the hired gun Rod Dunn recently, that #1 contender match. Devil Dog got a little bit quiet here, trying to refocus, and then finding that he's got to battle the kid, Logan Black here. Devil Dog sort of an uncle figure to Logan Black for many years, you know, from Logan from a young age, what, 10, 11 years old or something, and now he's fighting him one-on-one tonight. I'm a little bit taken back by the whole the whole scenario here, seeing these two fighting each other after I was in your great dining hall, as you call it, you know, with you, your family, Logan, Devil Dog, all of us together, and now it's just a little surreal seeing these two doing battle in the middle of the ring here like this. It's a little choked up, and I apologize if I'm sort of stumbling over my words here, ladies and gentlemen, but it's just a huge emotional event going on right now for those that have followed these two guys' lives, and it's just, you've got to soak it in right now. And if I go soak it in, let's get back to the matter of hand right here, folks. This match. James, take over for a second. I gotta just take a breather real quick. A little emotions are taking over me a little bit. Here. James, take over a little bit.
Logan Black going for a dirty cover there, but I got to tell you something, and I'm going to piggyback off of what you was just saying there. The kids nowadays, they have a saying that goes, "If you know, you know," and that's the story of these two men here in the ring tonight. The families have a history that goes deep, and this history involves betrayal. It involves greed. It all types of things. And it was look at that awkward cover by Logan Black there, hooking the leg of Devil Dog, but Devil Dog somehow kicking out at the count of 2. Logan Black showing signs of frustrations. I think he was expecting a 3 count there, but from my experiences of being in the wait. Oh my God! You talk about the guy pills. The referee, that's 2. Oh, I thought we were going to get a quick win there. Logan Black pulling out all stops, trying to take down the man that he once referred to as Uncle.
That move right there giving me a little bit of a deja vu for some reason.
Well, as they say, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. And I'm going to tell you something. A lot of people might not like it. They say that he hasn't chosen his own path. But I love the path that Logan has chosen.
Devil Dog flying off the middle rope, delivering a forearm. Action starting to pick up here. Ooh. Devil Dog, just when he was down, speeding, it looks like he's let go of whatever restraint that he had. Devil Dog now picking up a fight. The kid wanted a fight. Devil Dog starting to turn it on here. Looked like he was a little hesitant at first, but seeing that Logan not pulling any punches, looks like Devil Dog's finally starting to turn things around himself.
Absolutely. You know, we talked about Justin Matthews, who's Logan Black's partner in the gold standard, but I'm going to tell you something. This guy right here, as he is heading to the top rope, is also one of the most athletic individuals on this roster. Man, look, he's got a cover here. This could do it. That's 1. That's 2. And Devil Dog kicks out at the count of 2. And again, Logan Black showing signs of frustration here. Athena, however, doesn't look too worried. And I got to tell you, these two, they also have history. I don't know. Look at this. Look at Athena.
Athena going after Devil Dog. Devil Dog is those have been following 3-Dub for a long time. Devil Dog actually had somewhat of a crush on Athena, rumor was. And Devil Dog flying from the top ropes outside the ring, catching Logan Black off guard, catching myself and everyone else off guard. Was not expecting that.
I don't think he got all of that, but it was enough to take Logan Black off of his feet. And Devil Dog now applying this arm bar on the outside of the ring. But you got to take the action back on the inside if you want to get the win. And there you go, bringing the action back on the inside. That's the way. Diving through the ropes with the spear, taking Logan Black off of his feet. The Devil Dog missing with the right hand. We got another
another shot to the Jesus, Logan.
That's 1. That's 2. And Devil Dog again kicking out at the count of 2. Logan Black has that mentality, by any means necessary, and I gotta love that in any type of talent. Logan Black here is taking Devil Dog through the ringer, man.
Logan Black and Devil Dog's daughter Tatum grew up very close, and apparently Logan Black, thinking that you know, Devil Dog doesn't need any more children after those couple shots to the daddy button there. Oh, what a move by Devil Dog.
Here we go.
Here he is.
Here we go.
DD 214.
Ladies and
DD
gentlemen.
214.
Wow.
Game over. Thank you for
Look at
serving.
Athena.
What's this?
Athena's distracting the ref.
breaking this one up. There's a 5 count right there. 6, 7, 8, 9.
Wow.
10 count right there.
I think Logan Black was just saved by Athena, and here she is again. Oh my God, there's nothing going to save you from a maneuver like that. Devil Dog landing that big knee to the face of Logan Black, and Athena doing everything that she can to keep Logan Black in this match.
If Logan wins this one, Athena should get an assist in the record books, and here it is. Devil Dog locking in the fog of war now.
And it's locked in tight. Leaning back.
Very tight. It looks like he's got him, but Logan knows Devil Dog just about as good as anyone. Studying him his whole life, knew exactly how to spin out of that one. And now Logan back on the attack. A stomp to the face, across the eyes and the nose of Devil Dog, now on the back of the head. Logan just relentless. Athena throwing in a chair. Watch the top of the screen. Keep an eye on that. That chair could definitely come into play with a guy like Logan Black here in the ring. The referee knowing that very well. Devil Dog a forearm. Slingshot spear again. And Logan rolling out of harm's way.
Logan Black no-selling that slingshot spear. But I'm going to tell you something. And you talk about Logan Black knowing Devil Dog. I don't know if very many people know this. But Devil Dog actually trained Logan Black. And Devil Dog now going for that DD214, but Logan
a third time!
My God!
For the love of God, a third time!
That's true. And that is 3. Logan Black steals a win. Wow.
3 underhanded shots like that allowed by the referee in this one.
And there's got to be
You've
man
got
pills.
to question how well he's paying attention here. It looks like, look at that, the referee watching it closely saw all 3 times right there in the instant replay, saw every one of those low blows onto Devil Dog, and he just allowed it to happen.
Man pills all over the ring right now.
That pays a lot more attention.
Here we are, ladies and gentlemen, with a grudge match from the Summer of Sin pay-per-view. Man, that was an incredible match. Jeez. But here we are, television championship, hybrid television championship that is on the line. And
title match on the line, folks, at a normal Blaze episode. This is not a pay-per-view or PLE or whatever. What are we referring the special events as here in HWA now?
I think it bounces back and forth between pay-per-views and premium live events, but I prefer them to be called badass shows.
And here we go, talk about badass Mad Dog X coming out here right now. The former television champion Mad Dog X, correct?
Absolutely. Mad Dog X issued his rematch from his rematch clause. And
look at this, Mad Dog's got a chain around his neck with a picture of himself on it.
I believe that's called a somebody help me out in the chat. What is that called? I don't know. I saw Logan Paul with one around his neck. I believe it was at WrestleMania, if I'm not mistaken. But nonetheless, in this match here, ladies and gentlemen, this man that you see on your screen, MDX, hyping up the crowd here, this man epitomizes the phrase hybrid. This man has the speed, he has the athleticism, he has the strength. You talk about a guy who can do it all, ladies and gentlemen, his name is Mad Dog X.
Mad Dog looking like he's become a little more full of himself than I remember. A picture of himself on that necklace thing, and then it looked like he had another picture of himself with all kinds of titles on his towel as well during the entrance.
And that
I don't remember MDX being quite that full of himself.
Oh boy. And that may be the thing that to come back and haunt him in this match. Because you can't be full of yourself when you're facing a guy like this. You have to be focused at all times on your opponent. Because, ladies and gentlemen, if you did not know before, I want to be the one to serve you all notice that the hybrid television champion, Jaden Walker, is in fact the real deal. Look at the size of this guy's arm.
The walking weapon, Jaden Walker, the shark of Team Tap Out, if you will. Absolutely. This man has grown from being just an everyday Mako shark to slowly becoming a great white. And one day, no doubt, when he's up in the main event, he will then graduate to Megalodon. But let's see the shark of Team Tap Out in action with that title. Look at it. Proud to hold that strap right there.
Yeah, I talked to Jaden Walker earlier in the day, and he said that he can smell blood in the water, and he is indeed hungry. I don't know how that votes for MDX here tonight, but one thing's for sure, we are in store for a treat. But before we get there, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to take a look at this week's Superstar of the Week. Ladies and gentlemen, none other than the hybrid, brand new, I might add, the brand new hybrid national champion. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Icon King. This man has taken Blaze by storm, not only winning the King's Crown at the Summer of Sin pay-per-view, but also using that opportunity to win the hybrid national championship.
Oh, look at that. I was about to get into it a little bit, but I don't even think the bell is run yet, and Jaden Walker going right after Mad Dog X here on the outside. Is this match even official yet? I didn't hear the bell, James.
Apparently, we missed the introductions and the bell ringing, I suppose, but these guys are wasting no time. And I got to tell you something. Speaking of blood in the water, it's bad blood because these guys do not like each other. But I believe that always makes for a great match. Now, I want to ask you, because you have you're very familiar with Devil Dog, and he has a submission maneuver known as the Fog of War. From your time with him, and perhaps you may know, but I want to know, in your opinion, what does it take to win a submission match of this caliber? And also, I'd also like to know from those of you that are watching in attendance, who do you think is going to win this match here tonight, guys?
So to get into it a little bit, in my experience, you've got to focus on the body part that your main submission is, and this man right here does it better than almost anyone. You always see these leg locks, ankle locks, knee bars, leg bars, just always seems to attack that leg. And that's exactly my point. You've got to wear down, somehow wear down that appendage that you plan on getting at. If not, you've got to snap it in early before the sweat starts pouring. Once the guys start, getting into work and sweating, it's a lot harder to hold on to some of these moves. That's why it's important to either get one early or wear down the body parts of your opponent before you try to latch it on.
I got to tell you what, Jaden Walker is very good at wearing down. As a matter of fact, not just Jaden Walker, but every member of Team Tap Out, very good at wearing down body parts. And I'm going to tell you something, man. These two guys right here, right now on your screen, they're at the top of their game, man. I can't even call who's going to win this match here. The whole thing started with these guys. Look at those punch. Oh my gosh.
The hybrid athlete Mad Dog X has it all. Honestly surprised that this young man was able to overtake him and win that title off him, because Mad Dog, just nothing that he can't do. You talk hybrid athlete. Oh, look at that. Tossing them out, and now Jaden Walker showing that he's not a one-trick pony. He's gonna fly, folks.
Great maneuver by Jaden Walker there, taking MDX off of his feet and going right back on the attack to the lower extremities. Jaden Walker is a ring general, ring technician. This guy is incredible, man. No wasted motion. That's the thing I love about Jaden Walker. Every move that he makes has a purpose behind it.
Everything is so smooth, so clean. I tell you that the Armed Armageddon, Josh Armstrong, runs a tight camp over there in Team Tap Out. He personally oversees all the training, hires in the best of the best. He actually I read in a magazine in the latest Bump Take that he actually had 6 members of the Gracie family come to a month-long training session with his guys.
You know, that doesn't surprise me because it appears that Team Tap Out as a whole, specifically Jaden Walker and Josh Armstrong, they are just rising head and shoulders above a lot of the talent. Oh, look at Jaden Walker landing the X marks.
He just hit an X marks the spot on Mad Dog X. What a slap in the face of MDX right there, folks.
You talk about arrogance. I didn't know Jaden Walker had that in his bag. But nonetheless, Jaden Walker, you can't pin in this match. You have to make your opponent submit.
For those of you just tuning on right now here, Mad Dog X in blue, his submission of choice called the muzzle. And then we've got Jaden Walker, more of a submission superstar. He can hit you with just about anything, but he prefers different sort of arm bar or knee lock submission, going after the legs mainly.
Yeah, absolutely. And look at MDX now. Is going to show him exactly how to do it. This is the X marks the spot. This could be it right here for Jaden Walker. But no, Jaden Walker is able to reverse and get back to his feet here. Incredible matchup here.
Jaden Walker not quite as big and bulky, but this definitely just as well conditioned. This man used to run triathlons as a 14-year-old against adults, ladies and gentlemen, and that just shows you the type of determination and stamina that this young man has.
Not only determination and stamina, but it also shows you the type of natural athlete that this guy is. And you have to be, look at the dragon screw, and right back, oh my God, right back on the attack. I'm telling you, this guy is probably the smartest in-ring worker on Blaze. Look at how he's just dissecting the knee, the ankle, the lower extremities of MDX. And he's just not letting up. Did you see that?
Softening him up here. What's he gonna do?
It's like another
Walker
shark
now
bite.
has him up on his shoulder, and
Shark
there
bite.
it is right there, the shark bite.
Man. And I believe somewhere in MDX, yes, MDX has been busted open. He somehow manages to land a spear. Jaden Walker's in firm control of this match, man. The momentum is on his side.
Walker has smelled blood in the water coming from Mad Dog X and looking to take a big bite right here.
Oh, no.
Pulling through the air. Mad Dog catches him in midair.
Look at the upper body strength from MDX on full display here tonight.
240 pounds worth of meat being caught in midair after
massive
flying
power bomb.
a huge power bomb.
Jeez. MDX holding no, for lack of better words, holding no punches here. Going for that.
This hybrid of Apollo Crews mixed with Ahmed Johnson, ladies and gentlemen, just delivering that huge power bomb. I'm surprised that Jaden Walker can get out of the way, ref.
I don't know if you saw that chop block from Jaden Walker, again taking MDX off of his feet. Jaden Walker seems to be systematically dissecting MDX here, but MDX seems to have an answer for that, and it is in the form of a springboard powerbomb to the outside. And Jaden Walker, look at this. Oh, you talk
that's
about
going to turn
athletes.
The tides here, ladies and gentlemen. If I was a betting man here in Vegas, that would put the odds in the favor of Mad Dog X at winning this one. That move right there on this thin padded floor, that's concrete under, what, less than an inch thick of padding here.
That is absolutely correct. And I'm going to tell you something. These guys are going balls to the walls here tonight. There's a lot of chatter going on, which is always great for business. But if you guys could take just a moment, I'd like to know your opinions in this match and who you think is going to win this one. Are we going with Jaden Walker or are we going with MDX? What about you? Give me a pick here to SBJ. Who are you taking here tonight?
So I've got to go with the veteran Mad Dog X here, to be honest. I know that Jaden Walker has all the tools. He's got the title. He's picked up a win over MDX, but you're in there against a guy that he's got as much power as any super heavyweight. He's got the high flying. He's got the technique.
Oh,
It's just almost impossible to ever bet against this man, no matter who his opponent is.
and MDX
Look at
definitely
him. You
has.
see him pulling out moves like that. Like, what other guy his size can do things like that? There's just no one else like Mad Dog X.
Definitely has the experience on his side, and it looks as if he's setting up once again. This is number 2. That is X marks the spot. God damn, that looks good.
He's got a lock in the muzzle, though. This
Here we
one
go. Here we go.
cannot. Here it is. Here's the muzzle. And this one is about to be over.
No.
And somehow the kid escapes the muzzle.
And it looks as if
And now he's
going
got
for
his leg wrapped up. And Mad Dog X spins it around. The hybrid athlete has it all, folks. Defense right there. Coming into
another
play.
big spear. I believe this is the 3rd or 4th time that these guys have faced off. And believe me when I tell you that they have done their homework. They have done their research. And these two are stopping at nothing short of going all... Wait a minute. MDX has to be some type of disoriented here as he misses twice.
2 in a row. What the heck? And an uppercut into the kneecap. Kind of a curious sort of a series of moves there, both from MDX and Jaden Walker.
And Jaden Walker again with that shark bite. MDX just might be out of it here, but again, you have to capitalize with the submission maneuver. I know by MDX down, you got to capitalize. You got to lock on some type of submission maneuver if you want to win this match.
Instead, he calls him up to his feet. Like, you don't want to give Mad Dog a chance to get back up. Look, made the mistake and paid for it right there.
And that's what
A
happens. You walk
mistake
into
from a young guy right there. Should have known better. A veteran would have known better. But he let the emotions get the best of him, and that could have cost him the match.
And that's exactly what I mean. MDX has the experience on the side. Personally, I believe that this match is going to come down to whoever makes the biggest mistake first. And MDX now looks as if he's setting up for the 3rd. Here we go. The 3rd X marks the spot. My God, MDX is going home with the television
He's got a
championship.
wrap in the muzzle right now, and Jaden Walker knew the muzzle was coming, played possum, slid out from under the muzzle, and just kicking Mad Dog out of the ring.
And Jaden Walker landing that suicide dive there. Jaden Walker looks as if he's another one of those guys who can do it all. We've seen him high flying. We've seen submission maneuvers. We've seen power moves. Jaden Walker is on a big stage tonight, ladies and gentlemen. And he is aiming to please and impress the entire Blaze universe. And I got to tell you, he's doing a great job of that right now. Jaden Walker back on the attack, setting up for something big here. Is this going to be a 3rd shark bite? Yes, a 3rd, man. 3 X marks the spots and 3 shark bites. What is there left to do in a match like this?
Walker for a second there looked like he was going for a pin, and now he's got the ankle lock in. The ankle lock in deep.
In the middle of the ring, MDX
He's
has
got it all
nowhere to
wrapped
go.
up. Mad Dog X taps!
Wow.
He just submitted Mad Dog X.
Wow. Big win from Jaden Walker as he retains the Hybrid Television Championship. Big move. I like it. I like it.
I guess it's a good thing I didn't put any money on that one, James.
Jaden Walker impresses big time with a win here tonight, guys. I like it. This guy is going somewhere, man. You talk about we have quite a few factions starting to form here on Blaze. Team Tap Out has the most gold. I don't know, man. Great win for Team Tap Out.
Take a look at it, folks. That could be the future of this industry, Jaden Walker, expecting big things from him across our industry. And talk about big things, ladies and gentlemen, take a look at what's coming up next.
Absolutely. As I said earlier, last week I believe it was, Jaden Walker is making a strong claim for Rookie of the Year, but also in this next match featuring Josh Armstrong, the hybrid Impact champion, the hybrid national champion, the world champion, and Chris Connolly. You got a couple of guys also making a strong case for Rookie of the Year. But ladies and gentlemen, headed to the ring is a man who's made all kind of noise in the eFed world, not just here on Blaze, but all around the eFed world. But ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't already done so, this alone deserves a like, a share, and a subscribe. And I mean that. I need you to like this. I need you to subscribe. I need you to share. This, ladies and gentlemen, of the Fallen Aces is Chris Connolly.
Now, when we talk about Rookie of the Year, ladies and gentlemen, we don't mean that the superstars are new to the game, because Chris Connolly is anything but new to this game. We're talking new to HWA. HWA Rookie, it doesn't necessarily mean that they are new superstars. This man right here has battled all over the world, from Japan to Brazil to any of the high-ranking eFeds across the universe. He's battled everywhere.
Oh, man.
We just mean Rookie of the Year for our show.
And here comes a man I believe just might be the most hated man on Blaze right now after the events that took place at the Summer of Sin pay-per-view. Matt H-Star, as he touches the World Heavyweight Championship. Man, this is going to be good. This is going to be good.
What a story of Matt H-Star. He goes from one of the most loved superstars in the history of worldwide wrestling. Superstar, champion, hero, the general manager, just the story, just on and on and on. All the good things about this man, and now it seems like in the latter part of this man's career, he's turned the page and definitely has become one of the more hated superstars, at least in HWA at this time. What a turn from Matt H-Star.
It's incredible. I'm going to tell you guys something. I made my name for myself in worldwide wrestling. When I won my first World Heavyweight Championship, it was from this guy right here. And I'm going to tell you something, like him or not, I really don't give a damn. But they call this guy right here on your screen, they call him the gold standard for a reason. I'm
interested to hear an interview from Matt H-Star on exactly that, the change that he seems as making, and his personality, attitude, just exactly what it is on his mind that made him change this way.
I tell you what I'm surprised at the most, that these two guys were literally just standing in the ring and not coming to blows. Perhaps they are focused on the objective, which is to win this match. But the way that these two have been going back and forth, I'm surprised they didn't take each other's head off right there. But I don't
Absolutely hatred between Matt H-Star and Chris Connolly.
And
from bashing each other, personal appearances and everything, just digging deep. So I'm still kind of shocked seeing those two standing side by side as well.
Absolutely. But ladies and gentlemen, the hardest working man in the eFed world is making his way to the ring right now. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Hybrid Impact Champion. This is Josh Armstrong. Team Tap Out is in full effect here tonight, guys.
The Armed Armageddon, Josh Armstrong right there. The belt looking great on this man's shoulders.
And we had our draft a couple of months ago, about 3 or 4 months ago, if I'm not mistaken. And Josh Armstrong is the only man that's still holding the championship from our very first pay-per-view of the new HWA. Josh Armstrong is the last man standing. I'm impressed. I am impressed. The very first superstar of the week. Man. Now, I think this match comes down to whoever's able to work together the best. Because I got to tell you, there's issues all across this match. Matt 8-Star, Chris Connolly clearly don't get along. Josh Armstrong and the Icon King clearly don't get along. But if you look at the page, none of these guys get along. And there's no telling what's going to happen here tonight. And also, don't you forget that Chaos of the Fallen Aces is somewhere around. Hired Gun of the Fallen Aces is somewhere around. Matt 8-Star has Logan Black, Justin Matthews, Athena somewhere around. There's no telling what's going to happen here tonight, guys. I'm excited.
Now, James, in your career, have you ever been put in a corner, put in a team with someone that you just hated in a match like this? And what did you have to do to overcome and be successful, if indeed you were successful in those type of matches?
You know, there were a couple of times that I were put in matches like this, and every single one of those times, I walked out and I left my partner, quote unquote, standing in the ring by himself. Because if you feel like you don't need me, if you don't like me that much, let's see what you can do without me. That's always been my mentality. Let's see what these guys do tonight. I'm excited about this one, man.
Great looking title right there, an Icon King. One of the great young talents picked up, you know, not too long ago, a matter of 5 months ago or something like that. The Icon King made it to HWA, and he's been just evolving ever since he got here. Way more vocal than he was when he started, and because of that, it's helped with his momentum and put him in situations like this.
Absolutely, and I'm going to tell you something else. The Icon King is also making a very strong case for the Blaze Rookie of the Year. Man, this is going to be good, man. This is good.
I don't know if voting is going to come down to narrow it down very well. We may have to just take the top 4 Rookie of the Year voting candidates and put them in a match to battle for it at the end of the year.
You know, that's not a bad idea. But I think what's going to happen is we're just going to have to see where these guys are at that time, you know?
Series of face plants right there. The Icon King now tagging in Josh Armstrong. Armstrong in there with Chris Connolly. And
nasty.
What a move! That's not your father's Stone Cold Stunner right there, ladies and gentlemen. That's for sure.
Absolutely not. And I'm going to tell you something, man. This guy, Josh Armstrong, and the Icon King, they're working together. There has already been 2 tags. And Connolly and 8-Star, they seem reluctant to work together, and that may come back to haunt them here.
Very reluctant tag right there. Matt 8-Star in there trying to put this one away. Wants the victory for himself. I thought Connolly was jumping in there to break up his own teammate's pin.
The referee has been inadvertently taken out. I think that was Icon King going to break up the pinfall and somewhat smash the referee in the process. What?
Looked like 8-Star had some words right there for Chris Connolly before spearing his opponents.
And now 8-Star and Connolly, a couple of quick tags there. Perhaps
report says that Matt 8-Star yelled at Chris Connolly to do his effing job before spearing their opponents and then finally tagging Connolly in.
Perhaps these two are suddenly realizing that the only way they're going to leave here successful tonight is if they in fact work together. I saw one of the comments earlier tonight, and I guess in reference to what you were saying about the change that Matt 8-Star has made. The comment was, you know, how does Juice James feel about that? And we know that Juice James and Matt 8-Star also have a storied rivalry, or storied history, that is. I believe they started out in this business together. Wait a minute.
I believe they debuted in Worldwide Wrestling at the same time, just the one right there. too early, not enough damage at all on Chris Conley to put him away. But that right there, out of the blue.
Icon King walks into a devastating maneuver and then followed up by a stunner. Here we go. Referee is in position. That's one. That's two. I'm going to tell you something.
Chris Conley showing Armstrong exactly how a stunner is supposed to be done right there.
Well, first of all, I'm going to ask this question to the people that are in attendance. I need to know which team you think is going to win here tonight. But also something that, wait a minute, who's this? This is Scott Adams, has made his way to the ramp, and Chris Conley is meeting him at the ramp. Oh, boy.
Wait a second. The British Badass is officially signed with HWA?
Absolutely. He debuted at the Summer of Sin pay-per-view against Chris Conley, and these two have come to blows on the ramp. And it looks
what
like
about the match? Break this up. There's a match going on right now. Conley is going to get himself counted out right here, or hurt, and he's not going to be able to compete in this one.
Well, Chris
Scott
Conley
Adams, the British Badass, the Powerbomb King.
Hired Gun.
That's Matt H-Star's car.
Oh, you got to be kidding me.
That's Matt H-Star's car.
Are you kidding? Hired Gun said that he had something up his sleeve. I didn't think he would do this.
The same way that Hired Gun debuted in HWA in that very parking lot. Now back to the parking lot. This time, instead of running over a superstar, he's stealing a fellow superstar's car.
Dangerous situation developing backstage. And I don't know if you saw that. Josh Armstrong inadvertently took out the referee again. I guess I'm going to say inadvertently. But it looks like Scott Adams and Chris Conley apparently are still battling backstage and trying to be separated by the managers. Man, this one's breaking down fast.
That's just disgusting by the Hired Gun. That's nothing to do with wrestling. That's a criminal offense, and you know, just Hired Gun should be in jail right now.
I'm going to tell you something. Matt H-Star is in some deep shit. Excuse my language, guys, but he's in trouble here tonight because these two guys, although they dislike each other, look at the referee with a slow count. It seems that the referee always counts slow when Matt H-Star is down, and he's getting his ass handed to him by Josh Armstrong and the Icon King. Man,
that's the same referee, I believe, that allowed the 3 low blows from Logan Black to Devil Dog, and there was a no count right there. Like he just held his hand up and didn't even try to count for Matt H-Star.
I don't know if that was an accident there, but the Icon King seemed to shove Matt H-Star out of the way, causing Josh Armstrong to miss that maneuver from the top rope. But here comes Matt right back on the attack, literally fighting for his life here tonight against the Icon King and Josh Armstrong. Matt's great, but I don't think he can overcome this one. I'm sorry. No disrespect meant to the world champion, but he's in the ring with the Hybrid Impact champion and the Hybrid National champion, and both of these guys are at the top of their game. I just don't think Matt has what it takes to overcome this one tonight.
It wouldn't surprise me at all, folks, if Armstrong and the Icon King were actually started fighting each other to see who is going to pick up the win here tonight. That wouldn't surprise me at all with these two.
Most definitely, because both of these guys love the spotlight. That's 2. Oh, I thought that was going to be a hit. Man, Matt H-Star just barely kicking out at the count of 2. And again, a dangerous situation developing backstage. Hired Gun, if you guys are just tuning in, Hired Gun has stolen the golden Rolls Royce of Matt H-Star. Man, look at this. Look at this. He can fly. Oh, Matt H-Star catches him with a punch to the midsection.
That was not necessary at all from the Icon King. He could have easily just slid out there and continued doing damage on H-Star. It's as if King was just, more focused on one-upping Armstrong here with that move, just risking it all unnecessarily, in my opinion.
Absolutely, and it looks as if that's come back to haunt him. But nonetheless, this guy, the Icon King, is in firm control of this match. Not just him, but Josh. Wait a minute. What's going on
What's
here?
the screen showing here?
A recap of Tony Mercer, I suppose, but Michael Blaze has attacked.
What the heck just happened?
What's going on
Where
here?
did Michael Blaze come from?
Michael Blaze
Distraction on the Titantron, Blaze out of nowhere, and now we're back on hired gun on a joyride with Matt H-Star's car.
He's got to be careful.
Where is he going?
And if he's not careful, he's definitely going to wreck this Rolls Royce because he's driving very reckless. Again, ladies and gentlemen, if you are just tuning in, a very dangerous situation developing, and it looks as if the Icon King has been taken out by Michael Blaze. Man.
Michael Blaze and the Icon King battling behind us here through the crowd as this match continues, and it's gone from a 2-on-2 with just heated rivals to a 1-on-1 match between the Armageddon Josh Armstrong, the leader of Team Tap Out, versus this man, the gold standard Matt H-Star.
And I tell you what, these two, despite the distractions, are still hell-bent on getting the W here tonight. And I can't help but wonder if people's opinions as far as who's going to come out on top in this match has changed since the distractions have taken place in this match. But I
was a little bit concerned with having enough stamina to get through this, but all the action going on, the twists and turns in this story that is developing has just kept me going, James. And I hope the fans watching have been paying just as much attention and are just as pumped up about this one as I am.
I got to tell you something. I don't doubt that one bit, because nonetheless, with the Icon King, the Michael Blaze battling in the audience, with Chris Connolly and Scott Adams battling backstage, the action is still fast-paced in the ring. That's two. Josh Armstrong barely kicks out at the count of 2. Man, this is just an interesting turn of events. As
these two superstars not skipping a beat. It's as if they don't even notice that the others are gone. They're so focused on each other, just continuing, not letting what's going on the outside distracting them at all, and putting them exactly where they'd probably both rather be anyways in a one-on-one match. Absolutely. And what would happen in this one if Armstrong is able to get the pin and pick up a victory over the world champion? Would that put Armstrong in contention for that title as well?
If you pin the champion, it just, in my opinion, it's got to propel you to a sense, which is the reason that Chris Connolly was in this match at all, because he just happened to pin the world champion a couple of weeks ago. And you can already see what it's done for him. Chris Connolly has become the hardest worker in the room. But Scott Adams can't seem to, to get past the fact that he was pinned by Chris Connolly at the Summer of Sin pay-per-view, and that seems to have caught up with Chris Connolly here tonight. Here we go. Got to cover. That's 1. That's 2. Oh, Josh Armstrong just barely kicking out of Josh Armstrong has been busted open here. We're going for a 630. Oh, and Josh Armstrong moving out of the way. Are you kidding me? And Josh Armstrong.
What is going on here? The people's elbow?
Modified, I suppose, but Josh Armstrong bleeding profusely now, not quite able to keep Matt H-Star's shoulders down to the mat. Man, the action is fast-paced in this one. Look at Josh Armstrong
looking to slow things down a little bit.
Stretching Matt H-Star out like a pretzel. And now that this match has come down to a one-on-one, I got to know who you guys think is going to win this match here, guys. Does that change your opinion?
You mentioned pretzels. It's a little-known fact that Matt H-Star indeed is allergic to pretzels, folks.
I did not know that.
Well, that's just one of the bits that I bring in. What an armbar.
This is the one that takes everybody out. Nobody gets out of this.
Kimura right here?
It is indeed
a Kimura. Is that what you call this?
Look at Matt H-Star somehow reversing and getting back to his feet. Not able to land that kick there, but still reversing and breaking out of that submission maneuver, man.
Right back on the arms right here is the armed Armageddon Josh Armstrong, folks.
And now look at Josh
Armstrong. What is he doing?
Unique offense.
Is this?
To say the least. Josh Armstrong trying to literally break both arms of Matt A-Star here tonight.
Rubbing his butt on the back of the head of
man.
Matt A-Star. I don't... Maybe just to show dominance or something, perhaps.
Kick to the midsection by Matt A-Star here. You got to know what's coming right here. Oh, my God. Such a beautiful maneuver coming from Matt A-Star. Taking Josh Armstrong off of his feet to the outside. And getting up close and personal with the fans here. Josh Armstrong in firm control of this match now on the outside of the ring. But again, this is where it gets dangerous here.
I ordered some food from concessions about an hour ago, and it still hasn't come. I lost track of it and just remembered that I had ordered some. I guess my memory's not as good as it used to be.
Man, great matchup here tonight, guys. Matt A-Star all over Josh Armstrong. I think the safe thing, the smart thing to do, watch out, watch out. Look at Matt, oh man.
Into the steel post. The referee is up to 8, I believe, folks.
Matt A-Star going to win this one via count out.
Two countouts in one night. Oh, Matt stops the count. I thought we were going to have 2 countouts in big matches here in one night. That would have been a huge letdown.
If it were me, I would have took the count out. A win is a win. And that right there just might come back to haunt Matt A-Star, because Josh Armstrong is one of those guys that when you have him down, you got to keep him down. But Josh Armstrong doing the smart thing here.
Not really known as an arena food, but any chance you get while you're here in the HWA Blaze Arena, if you're going to order some food, definitely try some of their chicken Alfredo. It's great. It's a little awkward eating it here in the crowd, I understand, but just give it a shot. It's well worth it.
Josh Armstrong right back on the... Don't let Josh Armstrong get close to you. As he's biting the hands, and he's already bleeding profusely, you wouldn't want to get any of that blood in the chicken Alfredo.
Apparently Armstrong heard me talking about it. He wanted to bite himself right there.
Look at those knees.
Having himself a little bit of a Matt Alfredo.
And Matt A-Star once again all over Josh Armstrong. And the referee is again at the count of 8. Matt A-Star breaks the count again. Matt A-Star is looking to impress here tonight. I think he might be trying to send a message.
That mean streak that we talked about by A-Star, the old Matt would have just, maybe perhaps let that one go, picking up a win, whatever. But Matt is trying to hurt Armstrong here.
And not just hurt Armstrong, but he's trying to remind everybody of exactly why he is referred to as the gold standard. But he's got his work cut out for him, because right now he's eating rights and left from Josh Armstrong. You talk about feeling every piece. And man, I got to tell you, he's feeling every piece right now from Josh Armstrong.
Not following along on the social media platform, but I'm curious, how many people stuck around here to the end live with us.
Josh Armstrong going for a cover. This could be it right here. That's 1. That's 2. Oh, Matt A-Star just barely kicking out at the count of 2. Again, I thought we were going to see Josh Armstrong get the win here. All right, there. Wait a minute. Here's that Kimura locked in again. This is no, Matt A-Star again reverses. Nobody gets out of that maneuver, and Matt A-Star was able to get out twice for walks into a spine buster from Josh Armstrong. And we've got one vote there saying that Armstrong is going to take this one. I think you might be right. Look at the knees again. Josh Armstrong just might be out cold there. Already bleeding profusely. Matt H.R. making it to his feet. Josh Armstrong beginning to stir. Look at this. Oh my God, no.
Taking a play out of the Black family playbook right there. And there's a 3 count. His hands on the ropes.
How?
Josh Armstrong's hand was clearly wrapped around that bottom rope.
Wait a minute. I'm seeing something here. Logan Black had his feet on the ropes at one point. Logan Black got away with 3 low blows. Not only does Matt A-Star get away with a low blow right here, but also the referee, look at this. Clearly, how can you miss Josh Armstrong with his hand on the rope? Josh Armstrong's undefeated streak has come to an end like
I
this.
think we need to have an investigation into this referee. I don't know who this referee is, but
Sergio Romero has to come out right here. I mean, he did it at the Summer of Sin pay-per-view. What? Okay, wait a minute. Hired Gun. Again, I'm not sure what this situation is here, but has stolen.
Where is he? There's no. Is there a coastline in Nevada?
It looks as if he's on the docks or something.
Where the heck is Hired Gun?
Matt
I don't recognize that part.
So here comes Chris Connolly again, and wow! Oh my gosh! A forearm to the back of the head. Oh man, I know what's coming here. You talk about filling every piece. And here comes Chris Connolly with the World Heavyweight Championship. Fill every piece. Matt A-Star has been knocked out cold and left lying in the ring by Chris Connolly. Oh no.
What is going on? Is that Hired Gun as well?
Hired Gun has just got into a monster truck. Wow. You got to be kidding me.
No, don't do it.
No!
Don't do it! Did you just see that, ladies and gentlemen? Hired Gun just ran over Matt A-Star's car with a monster truck.
Why would you do this?
What is he trying to prove here? He's got to get himself put in prison.
Wow. The damage right now being caused, and the fans apparently loving it, but the damage right now being caused to this gold Rolls Royce is, I'm a car guy and I'm mind boggled. I guess that's it. Hired Gun perhaps heading back to the arena. I don't know, but you hate to see it being a car guy. Wait, no, he's turning around. Oh, don't do this.
Looks like he's going to try to pick up some momentum right here.
Don't do this. Come on, come on! No, 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 no! Oh my God, are you kidding me? Wow.
This episode of Blaze going up in just that of Blaze as the Hired Gun is smashing the living hell out of Matt H-Star's car. You saw it blow up there at the very end, and the flames right here. Just a great picture of how this episode ended, ladies and gentlemen.
You know, I once saw Hired Gun run over Sander Cool and do all type of vindictive and vicious things, and I think we just got that Hired Gun back here tonight. I don't know what this means for Matt A-Star. He had been saying all week, every time he got in front of the camera, he was saying, we're going to take everything from you. We're going to rip everything out of your hands. And this Matt A-Star tonight, man. Oh. This Hired Gun, I don't know, man. This doesn't look good for the gold standard.
What a way to end the show. I don't know really what else to say. I guess I've missed a lot. I haven't seen this from Hired Gun in a long time. He went to being just vindictive, as you said, to being one of the top skilled in-ring superstars, and it seems he's reverted back to his old ways. the Goon Squad click ways, if you will.
You know, the interesting thing about this whole dynamic to me is that Hired Gun is not by himself anymore. He surrounded himself with Sherry K. He surrounded himself with Chris Connolly. He surrounded himself with Chaos. What does this mean for Matt HR? What does this mean for the entire Gold Standard squad? Oh man, this is interesting. Interesting turn of events here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have any questions, any comments, we'd be glad to answer them for you before we end the broadcast here tonight. But I got to tell you, it takes a lot to shock me, and I'm shocked here tonight, guys. We don't have any questions. We don't have any further comments. We're going to end the stream here. But man, what an amazing show. We're glad to have SBJ on commentary here. As you can hear him chowing down on that bloody chicken Alfredo.
This is Matt Chicken Finger Alfredo.
Chris Connolly, I believe, or the representative of Chris Connolly, has a question. We'd be glad to answer it for you. Ask any question that you like right here on this platform. Feel free to do so. I'm going to back up while we're getting this question together. I want to see that again.
This is hard to watch. Look at him spinning around, getting momentum right here.
This is nothing short of deliberate. This guy knew, he knew exactly what he was doing. And then it looks as if Hired Gun's truck may have exploded also. We got to check on him. And oh yeah.
The thing that stands out right there to me is I didn't see Hired Gun wearing a hard hat at all, and it was clearly marked all over that area that was a hard hat area.
Ah, damn, the hard hat. I believe his truck caught fire. Man.
But this Alfredo, way better than Will King's cookies, and that's for sure.
Well, I guess that's it, guys. I thought we were going to have a question. I don't see anything, so I guess right here we're going to end the stream. Once again, glad to have SBJ back on commentary. I am not a commentator. The man that is sitting next to me here is the voice of Blaze, the voice of HWA. Such an honor to be sitting next to Stephen Benoit Jericho here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I know that you guys are glad to have him back just as I am. Another successful episode of Blaze. And if you haven't done so already, give us a like, a share, and subscribe. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been Wednesday Night Blaze. SBJ, do you have anything else for us?
Nothing really here. It's great to be back. I don't know if it's going to be a regular every week or every episode thing just yet. Again, some medical things going on, that a lot of appointments, and I still haven't gotten my strength back up all the way. But as much and as often as I can, folks, I will be here on the mic with James Black, calling your shows, taking your questions, and just trying to get back into this and help tell the stories for you all. So on that, ladies and gentlemen, thank you, James, for allowing me to come back after my medical leave, and thank you all for watching. Hit that like button for us, subscribe, and make sure to hit the notifications bell so you don't miss any of the action moving forward here at HWA.
Absolutely. But just a brief moment before we end this broadcast, I'm going to shift to an out of character moment here. There's been a lot of activity on the page, and that's great. We love it. We appreciate it. You guys have the ability to drive your stories. Do not wait. Get out there, tell your promos, cut your promos, and tell your stories. But I also want to say, make sure that you are promoting against the cause and not the individual. There's a line there that you guys don't want to cross, okay? We want to make sure that this is fun for everybody. So you want to leave the real person's life out of it. Leave the real person out of it. Your promos should be against the cause, not the individual. Let's keep it fun. Let's keep it clean. And let's tell some amazing stories, guys.
Absolutely, folks. And just touching on that as well, like, you see the guy on screen you know, be picturing his actual COD, not the guy you're seeing there. So, you know, comments on particular things about his appearance. You know, the creator and the pilot for Devil Dog doesn't look like Devil Dog exactly anymore. Maybe when he was back in his 20s and 30s, but right now he doesn't look like that guy anymore. Matt 8-Star may not look exactly like Matt 8-Star, his character. So try to be picturing the character, not the guy on the screen exactly when you're doing your promos and such. There are points where you can definitely go personal, but try to, you know, get together behind the scenes and approve things. Write that story together. If you're going to go personal, go real, then make sure you're both on the same page with it. This is supposed to be fun. It's competitive, but it's supposed to be fun and entertaining as well. That's it. I digging a little deeper into that than I wanted, but I've just been following from the outside for a little bit and noticing certain things, and just wanted to touch base on it. And that's it, folks. Have a great night. Thanks for having me back, and I'll see you next time.
All right. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this has been Wednesday Night Blaze. We do appreciate you guys joining us. This has been another amazing show. I'm going to watch this one more time because I want to see if I can get a better look at what's going on with Hired Gun there.
Right there, clearly marked hard hat area, and Hired Gun definitely didn't have a hard hat on of any kind. Pure violation right there.
Oh. Again, ladies and gentlemen, this has been Wednesday Night Blaze. Stay awesome, have a good night, and we will see you 2 weeks' time from now on the next episode of Wednesday Night Blaze.